It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will put toe to leather and will get started. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. RPO complete to open the drive. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for their offense.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Fires to the big fella. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now, you could tell quarterbacks and wide receivers now.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff to the single back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robles. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Toss to the outside. Inside the 45. There he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job on it.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They run the reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. He's looking to throw. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Wolverines! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On his feet at the 40. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Finds him out of the backfield. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Buys a little extra time. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single.
Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off play action on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
That is slipped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And I tell you what, as a defense, you just got to stick with it. You got to keep playing, keep chasing. These QBs can do this. You watch them scramble around outside the pocket, gain some yards, but great job by the defense continuing to pursue, make the hit, cause the fumble.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the mark. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1. You are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always want to go for it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Hauls it in. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rice. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
On the flag. Brings up 4th and goal.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Here we go. The snap sets up to throw. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone. But the officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
The number 1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time. getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense.
Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Great move. Now he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play.
And he loses the football on the return. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
He'll keep it himself. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number call, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play that sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Flips it out to the back. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught near the sideline, it's Rice. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Rice.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Pressure coming. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. We'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pass to Stigson, still on his feet. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy.
Oh, what a call in the fake. They're going to throw it. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
You know, I think if the head coach could go back in time, he'd just decide to go ahead and take his chances kicking that one. Obviously, he's wanting to score a touchdown here on this drive, and I think forced his hand a little bit too.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Touchdown, Michigan! The defense putting points on the board.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here we go. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. We reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Off the play fake. He wants to take the top off. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Inside the 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
Number 16, set to kick this one away.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete on the shuffle. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now adjusting, looking for his man in the middle. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Yeah, hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I've loved the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy meeting him time and time again.
Ohio State, 22.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Bring in the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught near the sticks, it's Rice. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Robles. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment to get the tackle for loss.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36. Now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on first down. He's got him. Inside the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Gets the back moving. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Using his feet to buy time. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll immediately call timeout.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves. Finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And now on second down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Crosses to 40. Turning it on. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Line getting set on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. That will put the wrap on things from here for